Firstly, a very warm welcome for everyone today, and thanks for coming to this Document Genetics user group. Hopefully it'll be an informative day and a little bit of fun as well, so please make it interactive. If you've got any questions as we go through, do ask them. We'll sort of reserve the right for people the presenters to answer questions immediately or at the end of their session. Health and safety stuff first. I think we've got fire exits here and here. If you hear a fire alarm, just scream loudly and run like Usain Bolt. That's the recommendations from us. I'd like to start actually with a little piece that I heard on the radio the other day, and it was actually quite interesting. And it was a discussion with a technical guru, and somebody posed the question to him, what would you say to somebody that had been asleep for 50 years, has been the major sort of technical innovation in that last 50 years? So, we're talking from somebody from the 1960s. So there's Jeffrey with his Mark I Ford Cortina. And just to sort of remind you how the world's changed, the average house price then was £3,000. And a Ford Cortina, actually I don't think that's quite right, I think it was £639 of a Ford Cortina. Interestingly, house prices have gone up sort of 4 times, I calculated roughly, that a car has, which is interesting. But anyway, shortly after this picture was taken, Jeffrey lost the back end of his Cortina on some discarded Green Shield stamps and smashed into the front of Mac Fisheries supermarket, and ended up in a coma to wake up 50 years later. And our tech guru is now going to give him the answer to what's the major technical innovation. And his answer was quite interesting, and really what he said was, we've now got and I'll grab this phone here, we've now got a device the size of a cigarette packet, and in this device, or with this device, I can access the sum total of the world's knowledge. Quite an amazing thing really when you think about it. And what do I use it for? To look at pictures of my cat. And it sort of got me thinking really, we've got this amazing technology now at our fingertips to connect with people wherever in the world they are. And I'm sure there's people in here that routinely talk to suppliers in Turkey, in India, in China, etc. So we have connections with people all over the world, and we do make use of a lot of this technology. But if you walk into any business anywhere in the UK, you'll find teams of people working in quite archaic ways. And funnily enough, I was talking to Robin there this morning, and he was saying exactly the same thing, that as his business grows, he wants to make the most of these people. He doesn't want to keep employing more and more people. Really what we're trying to do at Document Genetics is help you guys work smart. So we've got this portfolio of document management and document automation software, and the theme of today really is to stop you looking at cats, so to speak, and to sort of collaborate and work more efficiently. So throughout the day we're going to be showing you some interesting technologies that will allow you to do that. We'll now have a quick look at the agenda. So first up we've got Steve Ponting, Steve here from Abbey Software, and Abbey are really the leading author of document OCR technology in the world today. They're actually a Russian company. Probably a lot of you are familiar with Abbey Fine Reader, which is sort of the end user product, if you like, but Steve's going to be showing Abbey Flexi Capture and how we can actually streamline the automation of purchase invoices coming into a business And I think he's even going to do a demo, which, brave man that he is, hopefully it will work well. After the break, we're then very pleased to welcome Ed Quackenbush from Active Innovations. Ed's come all the way over from New York, so I think he probably wins the award for furthest travelled of the presenters. And Ed's going to give us a bit of background as to where our core document management product, InfoRouter, comes from, and some of the things they're going to try to do with the product going forward. After that, we've got Jez Hobbs, one of our consultants. Jez is just going to cover some of the updates on InfoRouter. We'll finish off that session with a quick question and answers. So I know there's a number of InfoRouter users here. If you've got any questions, please throw those out at us. One other thing while I remember, it is being filmed today, this meeting. So if we can avoid sort of moving around in between presentations, that would be appreciated. You know, obviously if you've got to go a call of nature, whatever, that's fine, but if we can avoid it, that would be great. We've then got Jeff Chandler, our sales manager. Jeff's going to talk about one of the technologies that we've developed recently called Pareto Post, and that's all about secure, traceable delivery of documents. And that should be interesting. And we've actually got a user experience here. We've got Andrew and Gail there, and they're going to be talking about actually how they've implemented Pareto Post and some of the benefits that they've seen. So I'm personally looking forward to that, because it's always good to hear how these things really work. And in the afternoon, we're really devoting it to our output management software product called Formate, and we've got an exciting new development there. We've got a new platform, a new product that we're releasing shortly, and this is our first chance to sort of show it to the outside world and get some feedback, if you like. So I'm not going to go through the whole agenda there, but we'll be looking at some of the features and benefits of the product and looking at the migration path for existing users. We'll finish off with a question and answer, and probably the most interesting bit of the day, the prize draw at the end of the day. So as long as you stick around, you've got a chance to win I think it's a Kindle Fire, and I think second prize is a bottle of wine. So, you know, stick around and you've got a chance of winning that. And I think throughout the day, to keep you guys on your toes and to keep you listening, we're going to ask the presenters to ask the odd question here and there. So we're leaving it to the presenters what those questions are. But I'm going to kick it off. Going back to our man with the Ford Cortina, how many people in this room have owned a Mark I Ford Cortina? One guy. There you go. I didn't know if anyone would admit to that, actually.
My first car.
Yeah, great. Okay, with that, we'll kick off with Steve here from Abbey, and he'll be talking about supplier invoice processing.